Hi, it's Tegan. Welcome to my channel, or I guess welcome back to my channel. I honestly don't really know what this video is going to be. I was just sitting down watching an episode of Supernatural and I just got the urge to film something, and I've been thinking a lot recently about all of the things that I really love, which is a lot. I will be the first to say that I love a lot of different things. I have the urge to fall in love with something, and then that's kind of all I can think about, and that's all that takes up my mind, and I just spend hours upon days watching like different performances of something, or reading about a certain thing, or going down into a deep hole trying to figure out what something means. I have a bit of like a obsessive brain in that sort of way, and if you've watched my channel for any time at all, you probably would know that. Kind of just wanted to go through and talk about some of the kind of random things that I've been absolutely adoring recently, things that kind of don't really fit into a category, but I just want to talk about because I've just been adoring them recently. There's like 4 or 5 things that I wanted to talk about, so I guess I'll just get straight into it because I just want to talk about them. The very first thing that I wanted to mention is Starkid. Now, if you don't know what Starkid is, I really hope some of you guys do. If you don't know what it is though, it is a musical production company. They are hilarious and fantastic, and I've always liked musicals, but Starkid just make the absolute best musicals. If the one that you've probably heard of, if you've heard of any, is a Harry Potter musical, or either of its sequels, a Harry Potter sequel or a Harry Potter senior year. But they have 11 musicals overall, I want to say. They are hilarious. The performers have the best voices. They are hilarious on stage. They're great actors, and it's all pretty much all of them are just filmed and put up on YouTube, which is really great. I used to be absolutely obsessed with Starkid, right? Probably about 6 or 7 years ago. I think that was when I first found them. Maybe it was earlier than that. It might have been like 8 years ago. I don't know. I didn't find it at the very beginning. It's been going for about 10 years now. And I was absolutely obsessed with them, and I watched all of the musicals. I loved them, and I followed them all on Instagram, and I was like obsessed with the actors and stuff. And then I kind of fell off the bandwagon, and then I watched the musicals every now and then. I would listen to the music sometimes, but I wasn't like obsessed with it or anything. But I recently have just gotten back into loving it. Basically, the 10-year anniversary of their very first musical, which was a Harry Potter musical, happened about a month and a half, 2 months ago, but they've been talking about it for a few months. And all of the performers and everybody were posting throwback photos and videos on their Instagrams, and they were talking about it, and they had a huge production for the 10-year anniversary, and they did a new musical, and they sang a bunch of their old songs from old musicals, and just seeing all of that and seeing all of the excitement about it just like really got me super back into it. And I already had all of the Harry Potter musical songs and soundtracks downloaded onto my phone, but I've been going back through and listening to the music from other musicals. I just finished rewatching the entire trilogy of the Harry Potter musicals, and like today I was watching A Trail to Oregon. Yesterday I watched A Guy Who Doesn't Like Musicals, which was released last year, and they're just so good and so hilarious, and Joey Richter is the love of my life. I mean, look at him, please adore him with me. I love him. Like, and Lauren Lopez, oh my god, the entire cast of this, it's like, oh, it's so good. If you don't know what it is, please go and check them out. Oh, they're so good. I just want to talk about them so much, but I really don't know anybody else who likes them except for a couple people on Twitter. So if you like Starkid, please be my friend so I can gush about it with you guys, because it's just one of my favorite things in the entire world. I just love it to absolute pieces. Like, like, I've just been obsessed with the soundtrack recently. Like, Sidekick, which is from A Very Potter Senior Year has been like my go-to song recently, or Granger Danger from the first one, and then like all of the songs from like all of the other musicals. I've just been like eating it up and I just can't get enough of it. And that's pretty much the reason why I wanted to make this video, is because I wanted to gush about Starkid, but I also want to talk about a couple of other things. So I think that's going to be about it for Starkid for now. But something else I wanted to mention that I've been absolutely adoring recently is Dear Hank and John, which is Hank and John Green's podcast. I used to listen to it quite a bit, and I would listen to it every single week because they release a new one every week, but I haven't listened to it in a while. But I've just been going through and listening to all of the weeks that I missed, and oh my god, they are hilarious. Like, they are genuinely two of my favorite people on this earth. Their chemistry together is amazing. They are just like the funniest guys. Basically what Dear Hank and John is, if you don't know, is a podcast done by the Green brothers where basically they have their fans or whatever send in questions and then they answer them on air. But they're like so funny, and they always give updates on AFC Wimbledon, which is John's favorite sporting team, and they give updates on what's going on Mars every week, and it is just the funniest podcast. I've been listening to it on the way to and from uni and work and stuff, and I've just been like absolutely loving it. Like, I'll just be sitting there like laughing to myself with my headphones in, and people honestly probably think I am insane because I'll just be sitting there laughing and smiling to myself, and yeah, people probably think I'm pretty insane. Like please go and listen to Dear Hank and John if you haven't yet, because it's hilarious. Another Harry Potter sort of related thing, I have been absolutely loving Wizard Rock, which sounds a bit strange if you don't know what I'm talking about. Wizard Rock is basically Harry Potter related music. It's a bunch of bands or like singers or whatever that have written Harry Potter themed music and recorded them and released them, and it is the best. My two favorite artists are Lauren Fairweather and Oliver and the Rememberalls. They are both fantastic. Their songs are amazing. Lauren Fairweather actually released a Harry Potter themed album last year or the year before, I want to say, and all the songs on that are absolutely incredible. Oliver and the Rememberalls haven't released music in a while, and I don't know if they ever will again, but all of the songs that they've released are amazing. Then there's Harry and the Potters, who I actually listened to so long ago and completely forgot they even existed, but they just released a new album a couple of months ago, and it is the best. It's real music, like it's like real good music. It's just Harry Potter based, and it is fantastic. So if you want to listen to some of it, I will leave both Lauren Fairweather, Oliver and the Rememberalls, and then I'll also leave Harry and the Potters link down below, because they are fantastic and I never see people talking about it, probably because it's kind of like a pretty niche thing to love. But if you want to check it out, definitely please hit those links down below, because it's just so good. And literally all the music I've been listening to recently has been soundtracks from Starkid musicals and Harry Potter themed music. Like, that has been the entirety of my music listening time spent, because like I said at the beginning, I just fall down these holes that I just can't get out of absolutely loving things. I guess I have two more things that I want to talk about. They're both TV shows, and I probably won't spend very much time on them, but the first one is one that you guys would absolutely know that I already absolutely adore, and that is Supernatural. I've talked about it so many times on my channel. Sadly, it's ending. There's a month until the first episode of season 15 airs, and then after season 15, that's it. There's not going to be any more seasons, which is the saddest thing for me. Honestly, it is like it's like top 2 favorite TV shows for me. I absolutely adore it so much, and I've been watching it for years and years and years every week, and so to think that after next season there's not going to be another one, it's honestly so sad. I hate even just thinking about it. Like, when they announced that it was ending, I sobbed. I was oh, not okay. I've been rewatching all of the seasons. I actually picked up all of the seasons on Blu-ray for pretty cheap on eBay, and I've just been going through and rewatching all of them to prepare myself for the 15th season, because there's over 300 episodes and it gets so confusing to remember everything that's happened. Like, it's been years since I watched the first couple of seasons, so I definitely wanted to go back and rewatch them, especially because the 15th season, it seems like, is going to be a bit of nostalgia and a bit of going back through what they've done in the past. So yeah, I've been rewatching Supernatural and absolutely adoring it. There's a month until season 15 premieres, and I still have all of season 12, all of season 13, and all of season 14 to watch. So that's like 48 hours of Supernatural, and I am in the last few weeks of uni right now, and I'm gone in Melbourne for a week. So we'll see if I can finish it all by the time that season 15 comes around. I'm like hoping so much that I can, because I need to have rewatched it all by the time that season 15 comes around, because that is going to be one emotional season and I want to be completely prepared for it. I mean, I won't be emotionally prepared for it, but I want to be like, knowledge prepared for it. Yeah, you get what I mean? The last thing that I want to talk about just randomly that I've been absolutely adoring recently is The Big Bang Theory. They recently put it on Australian Netflix and I have been eating it up. I've watched a few episodes before, but I've never watched like the entire thing. I've never been like a Big Bang Theory fan, but I have recently been watching it and I've been flying through it. I've only been watching it for maybe 2 weeks. I'm nearly done with the second season. Yeah, they're only short episodes, like they're only like 20 minutes long or whatever, but I have been loving it so much. Like, it is hilarious. Like, I will just be watching it laughing the entire time because it is just so funny and it's so fantastic. Like, the characters are so well thought out, they're so well performed. It's just like one of the best shows. I love it so much, and the theme song is fantastic. I already knew all of the words by the time like the 3rd episode came around because it's just that memorable and that great. And yeah, there was my very rambly chatty video about all of the random things I've been loving recently. There's definitely more out there. That definitely was not everything that I've been loving recently, but I wanted to at least talk about some of them just because that's like all that's been taking up my mind recently, and I want you guys to be included on that. So yeah. I apologize for this very long and rambly video. I just needed to get all of this out there. You guys know I love fangirling. There's nothing new about that. Yeah, so this has already been a very long video, so I'm going to wrap it up pretty quickly. If you enjoy any of the things that I talked about in this video, please let me know down below because I would absolutely love to talk about all of them with you. I don't have very many friends that like all of those sorts of things, so please let me know if you are a person that enjoys that sort of stuff, and I would absolutely love to talk to you about all of it. If you like Starkid, please let me know what your favorite Starkid musical is. Mine, honestly, at the current moment is probably either A Very Potter Senior Year or Trail to Oregon. Yeah, probably those two. I've like at the moment those are like the two that are sticking out in my mind. But yeah, please let me know what your favorite one is if you've watched any of them, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, please hit that subscribe button down below so you can be told when I post new videos. And yeah, that's gonna be about it for this video today. I'm Tegan, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!